So, shall we return to the hideaway? Sure. Oh, my goodness. Oh. Back to their origin. Not actually into a cutscene. I thought I was going to go into a cutscene.
Tell everyone what happened at Drake's Spine.
Yep.
And I'm going to need Otto's help.
Uncle Byron. Hello, Joshua. Hello, Torgal. Oh. And hello, everyone. Welcome back. My name is Bay. This is Final Fantasy 16, but I'm bad. Part FFXVI. Getting closer and closer, are we?
Origin, he called it. But the origin of what?
Yes.
What is it? It's the end, is what it is.
Well, sort of. Uncle Byron?
Did you know that it was I who convinced His Imperial Highness to join you in Stone here? All right, it may be that he was of a mind to do so already, but it was I who told him where you'd be.
Thank you, Uncle Byron.
It's not often our entire merry flock returns home to roost at once. I expect I should be wishing you good luck.
There's something about it. I feel like it's calling to me.
Red flag. Let's just talk to Otto.
Still alive, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Something tells me that eyesore on the horizon is your doing. How'd you manage that?
It's a long story. One that I'd rather only tell once.
Right. All hands on deck then.
All hands on deck then. Hi, Yote.
Is this everyone? As I'm sure you've all guessed, the crystal which now commands the eastern skies was summoned by Ultima. He called it Origin. Though the significance of that name is as yet unclear.
What does it matter what it's called? Its emergence tore Twinside asunder.
Yep.
And wiped my homeland from the map.
Mention of the Dominion spires can be found in the oldest of Valisthian records. But to the best of my knowledge, none provide any hint as to their true nature. That they would prove the horns of some slumbering demon. Well,
The Dominion's demise was at least quick. Elsewhere, the Republican army cannot hope to contain the chaos engulfing Randalar. Canva is in flames, and the Empire.
Our allies are crying out for answers. I've sent the curse breakers to give them what assurances we can, but right now that amounts to fuck all.
They wouldn't be able to stop what the skies have started in any case. People here and across the realm grow sicker with every passing day.
Could it be that this new mother crystal is like the others? That it draws upon the land's ether? It certainly looked that way from stone here.
If that were true, it would explain the hastening spread of the blight since the crystal's appearance. Would it not?
And as the land's ether slowly rises to the surface, it pools, corrupting all who cannot channel its energies. Archay above, ether floods below, and in the middle, here we languish, hopelessly entrapped.
It's all right.
we faced him at Stone here, Ultima told us his true power quickens in the halls of origin. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to continue. If we are to stop him, we will have to find a way into the crystal.
How are we gonna manage that then? It's up in the sky. And fast as she is, the Enterprise can't fly.
Yet.
It's a lot to take in, and I reckon we'd all benefit from some time to clear our heads. The answer will come to us. Don't you worry. Ain't that right, Clive?
Right. That's right.
Well, go on then. Bugger off. Same goes for you, Clive. You won't solve anything like this. Trust me. Go and get some fresh air, eh?
Thank you.
AKA go do some side quests.
Joshua seemed upset.
Maybe not. Maybe no side quests. Yeah, no hunts either. Yet.
Clive.
Hello.
Coin purse weighing you down?
No. Not at all.
You're rubbing
Even
me
though we
blind,
do have a
you know.
lot.
It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that.
What's the new pattern?
Trouble with your gear, or
I mean, it's based on the Ultima Shard thing.
Sancthornian, dear?
Oh, the Behemoth Shackles for the Defender. Really? That's better, huh? And the Sun Bracelets. I mean, these aren't better than the what I'm currently wearing. I mean, barely. The Defender 2 is a 15-15, though. I wonder if we're about to get baited, and if I make this, then it's just going to be replaced in a moment if there's the last sword we make. But I'm not going to use it for anything else, and it looks cool, so... We also don't know when that's going to proc. Might as well spend it.
No scratches, right?
It also looks really cool. Oh, we need more clutch mine.
And?
The first time I've actually needed more materials.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there.
I don't know how many we needed, just like not this much, just by 20.
You'll not find a better price than that.
I think we needed like 4 or something.
So what do I owe the honor? Sancthornian, dear? Yeah, that should do you. That it?
What's it look like?
Fine.
Nice. What's the face on the hilt? Can I even see it? I guess it's more like a shield. It's a small shield. It looks kind of like the original sword, just blue with a slightly different cross guard instead of red. All we can do right now is talk to Joshua. There's nothing else to do. Oh, walked into a cutscene. Hello.
Ultima may have created us, but he doesn't make us who we are. Only we can do that. And if he would have us fight for our survival, so be it. It's what we've been doing all along.
Much like Ultima himself, it would seem. His new world being naught but a means to survive. And so, we must contend to decide which of us shall inherit the land. Should Ultima prevail, it will mean death for us all. Of that, we can be certain. Even should he fail, what world awaits us? A withered, godless place where our newfound freedom will most like prove a chain in itself.
Well, that may be. But a chain can always be broken. As long as one has the will to break it. It won't be easy. It may take generations. Centuries of suffering. And that is if everyone plays their part. But it will happen. And when it does, it will be on our terms. That is the world that awaits us.
Indeed. And what better world could one wish for?
But first, we have to reach that crystal.
Yep. And it's a good thing I have wings.
Yeah, also true.
Barely stand, let alone fly. And only the Founder knows what horrors await in those skies. You certain about this?
Am I certain? I am the Phoenix. I will do what I must. This is our fight. Remember?
All right. I yield. But only what you must, yes? I'm still your sworn shield.
That you are.
And what of my wings?
True. We have a dragon on our team.
Lest you forget, you go to stand against a god. I would not have you succumb to fatigue before the fight begins. Ifrit, your brother mentioned that some few of the dominants who had lost their power to you were still able to prime. Is that true?
It is.
Mm-hmm.
But their icons no longer submitted to their will.
Then mine will have to be stronger. That you both might save your strength for the battle to come.
You don't have to do this.
If you do, there's a chance you might lose all you have left.
And what have I but regret? My life ended in the Dominion. I fear death no more. Besides, I would have words with Ultima. He has much to answer for.
We are in your debt, Dion.
We can speak of debts when this is over.
God, he's such a good character. My goodness.
He speaks like a man who knows he's not coming back.
Yep.
And has come to terms with that.
That doesn't mean that we have to, does it, Clive?
Time to talk to Jill.
Time to talk to Jill.
I only hope she understands.
Take as much time as you need, brother. Something tells me Ultima will wait.
Well, but the Blight won't.
Say your farewells, and let us be gone.
Whoops. Origin. A vast structure that lay dormant beneath the crystalline dominion for countless centuries. When Ultima's scheme reached its final stages, it was summoned from the depths, sowing untold destruction, leaving bleak, black skies in its wake. It eerily resembles a mother crystal. Quite. So, one of a race of ancient godlike beings. It was their creation of magic that led to the rise and spread of the Blight, the few survivors of their race fleeing into the unspoilt land of Valistea to attempt to remake the world. For this, they created the Mother Crystals to harvest huge amounts of ether and sowed the seeds of humanity, that it might one day produce a vessel strong enough to channel it, that the humans would one day develop wills of their own they did not foresee. Jill is back up on the balcony. Nothing else is procced yet. I want to go check Vivian real quick, though, for world status stuff. And
what will it be today?
How may I help you
she
today?
doesn't say anything about twin sides, which is kind of weird.
Here's the latest information I have.
Look at all the fight as one. All the connection points. Huh. Final stand. Yep.
Study it well, Clive.
Origin. Yep. That whole chunk of the land is gone now, too. A once independent state straddled the continents of Storm and Ash, San-Berquois dominance here, and with it any semblance of order. Yeah, not long after Twinside's luckless inhabitants were subjected to further misfortune when the fall of the realm's final mother crystal at Drake's spine caused an ancient construct to rise from beneath their city, sowing death and devastation in its wake and effectively decimating the entire reduced populace. And for some reason that red little dot there is flickering. This is the new Blight pushing in right here too. That's kind of what I wanted to see. Does it actually grow throughout the years? Yeah, it definitely does. Yep. Compared to back in the day, or as far back as the game goes, compared to now. Yep.
The state of the realm is ever changing, Clive.
Kind of what I wanted to see there. It's good.
Take as long as you need, Clive. Just don't take too long, eh?
Okay. Like, I know there are hunts remaining and reputation to be had, so I wonder how that's going to open up. Oh, hold on.
From diverse hands a dawn is spun in crimson sin
Yeah, I'm not sure what those last couple of lines, that was, you know. Is Oscar really still standing here? Well,
I will not forget this kindness, my lord.
that seems like a bug that he doesn't update. Chill? Hello?
come to wish on a star.
Hmm.
That might not be such a bad idea. This is it, Jill. You know what I have to do. Why I have to do it. There's no turning back now. This is where our journey was leading us. Where it will end, for better or worse.
Mm-hmm.
I could pray to Metia for you. But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive?
Hmm.
You always are.
I did promise we'd watch the moon together.
I'll be waiting.
Mm-hmm. Oh. There we go.
It's almost time. Better make sure I haven't forgotten anything.
Oh, that's definitely the game telling you. Oh my gosh, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Minimum 7. No hunts, though. But there are 5 more. Strange. Alright, missives. Never mind. 8. A new life. While the going was slow and not without the occasional run-in with some straggling orc, I saw Edda back safe to the Shadow Coast, where Mid was waiting kindly with the Enterprise. On the voyage home, I like to think the poor lass opened up a little, telling us about her life and the life she wants for her baby. But I suppose it's up to us now to make certain the little one gets it. In the mood, wink wink, nudge nudge, eyebrows eyebrows? Ah. More than words. In case you haven't noticed, your poor hound spends all his time of late on the rear deck whimpering like Gav and his cups. Something ain't right, and my gut tells me it's not to do with his supply of antelope bones. So we have to go get better food for Torgal. Maybe that'll level him up all the way, because he's needing... It's probably that might be the way that works. Okay.
What is it this time, Torgal?
Oh, prioritize? He's bestest boy? Kind of. I mean, he's best boy in the sense of man's dog. Dog man's best friend. Human's best friend. Icon's best friend. In search of a lost home, leading to an inconvenient truth. Reluctant as I am to add to your burdens, I would ask your aid in a personal matter, albeit one that may be beneficial to your cause. There exists ancient texts deemed so injurious, really, to modern thought, that mere possession is deemed a crime, and it was a chance encounter which one such tome, from a distance, that sparked within me a scholastic curiosity which burns to this very day. I wish to enlist your aid in reclaiming that text, should you require further incentive, though I'm willing to offer compensation for services rendered. Yeah, only rep, no gil? I don't know. Just... Okay.
Something tells me this is no mere adventure story.
Most likely not. It's the Darkhold? Uncle Byron has a quest. Very interesting. Gav has a bunch of dialogue.
You alright? About that.
If there is anything I can do to help you kill this Ultima bloke. Oh, if there's anything, you just say the word, eh? You could promise to take Sid's name off my hands. Oh.
Aye.
Don't even joke about that. Anyway, I thought you said you hadn't finished with it yet. I didn't, did I? Nope. Now, if you wanted to give me an even grander title, something to rival your Sid the Outlaw, that'd be a different story.
Let's see.
Gav the Magnificent, Gav the Almighty, Gav the Lionheart, something along those lines? All right. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. A little bit of a bug there. Clive, you good? Leave that to you to decide. I'm sure you're more than capable of choosing the perfect moniker for Sid's right-hand man. Right-hand man, eh? I'll take it. That's not good enough.
You off then?
I think so. Well, I'm going to pick up all these quests. Hello, Uncle Byron. Hmm? You sit on this plan of yours, then? I am. Hmm. You were never one to shy away from a fight. Some might say it runs in the family, and your father would be proud.
Thank you, Uncle.
I know he'll be with us up there.
As for down here...
Oh, you may take comfort in the knowledge that the realm will be in my capable hands until you return. Ha 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 ha. Indeed.
Clive, my boy!
Hello.
Rutherford informs me that we owe you our thanks.
Hmm?
Hadn't intended for you to get involved, but such are the times we live in, huh?
I would have done the same for anyone else.
You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make a terrible nobleman.
Ah.
But tell me, is the realm truly in as dire a state as Rutherford suggests?
From what little I saw, you were right to be worried.
I suppose I should have expected the worst.
Maybe.
But I was rather hoping the great and good of the realm might have things a little more under control. Alas, it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days, and without it, the people are bound to lose their way. We must move quickly.
But where do we start?
True, the challenges that face us are many, but in my estimation, there are two key areas to be addressed before any other. The realm's armies and her larders. As you've seen firsthand, it's every man and woman for themselves out there. Certain cities have banded together to try and maintain some semblance of order, yes, but such cases are few and far between. And yet, the only remedy for the chaos that faces us is unity. A unity that transcends even the borders laid down by our ancestors. In short, if Storm does not stand together, she will fall apart.
But how would one even begin to unite the realm?
Yeah.
The armies, my boy. As I told you already, we begin by restoring order among the ranks of those sworn to maintain it. Sadly, I doubt I could convince even the lowliest gaggle of privates to dig a latrine together. But I do know someone the High Commanders have been known to listen to on occasion. Field Marshal Eugen Havel.
I thought he was retired.
Eugen?
He was.
Not
until
Eugene?
An Akashic army tore through Randalar and killed most of the rank and file. There is no man alive more capable. Literally.
Okay.
And as luck would have it, I've already spoken with him on the matter.
Oh.
Of course you have.
And he's agreed to help. On one condition.
Uh-huh.
That he first speaks with you personally.
Okay.
Havel has always been a man of frustratingly rigid principle, and he has certain qualms about clasping arms with, well, with an outlaw. I extolled your many virtues as best I could, of course, but the old goat was adamant that he be allowed to appraise you in person. You don't mind, do you, my boy?
No.
Of course not. As long as chaos reigns, we will never build a better world. I'll do whatever it takes. And if the Field Marshal wishes to speak with me in person, then so be it.
That's the spirit.
I'll leave for Randalar at once. Would you send a Stolas?
Of course. Rutherford is already in the Dalmekian capital. I'll have him tell Havel to expect you forthwith.
Excellent. Thank you, Uncle.
No, thank you, Clive.
Well, we'll be there eventually, considering we have other things to do at the same time. Oh, we gotta go talk to Tomes. I gotta shoot my XP beam into him. Hi, kids.
You're going somewhere, Sid? Can we come? I promise we'll be good.
I don't think you'll be needed.
I was wondering when next you'd visit.
Oh, okay.
If I may observe.
Your brother is possessed of a rare gift, and I do not mean the flames of the phoenix. Words, Clive. His finds on Ultima and the Circle of Malleus are worthy of the great Moss himself. Should he choose to devote himself to the path I hazard, he could one day become quite the historian. But not before you and he finish your own story.
Wait.
After all, for that is what it does. Can't read anymore.
Ah, yes.
You arrive at a solution then. Dion will carry us. Yeah. Yes.
Indeed.
Befitting the final act. I congratulate myself that I shall live long enough to see it. A feat in itself for a man of my years. But to be serious, it is no small thing to march against fate, Clive. You must be certain of your footing, lest the winds of destiny divert you from your course. Are you certain of your footing, Clive? I am.
Then go.
And do what you must.
I
XP
don't
beam?
believe you've read this particular chapter before.
Oh, not that much.
You wish to study the tomes?
Not that much. So who the heck was the the figure in the cloak, man? Was it just Ultima as like a weird... Because he was doing the whole firearm thing, so I guess it was just Ultima watching us from earlier in the game. The paradise Ultima seeks to summon into creation, one free from the blight that almost ended his race. Though Barnabas believed that he and his fellow faithful would be allowed to join his deity there, he was mistaken. Duh. Only Ultima and his kin shall have a place in this new paradise. A paradise freed not only from blight, but from humanity. Yeah, so Logos. Where Ultima uses mythos to describe the vessel he has long awaited, one into which he can pour his soul and cast his supreme spell, Logos, indicates its blasphemed form, a vessel over which the will of another has complete claim, making itself a false god. I don't know why that read so weird. Sure. Okay. Yes. The bestiary is fold out. So infernal icon and interdimensional Ultima. A form long since discarded by Ultima that brings to mind Ifrit, the icon manifested by Clive. It is seemingly incomplete, lacking as it does the wings of the being created when Clive and Joshua combined the powers of Ifrit and the Phoenix. An interdimensional Ultima. In order to further test the strength of the vessel mythos, Ultima lured both Clive and Joshua deep into a shadowy depths of his fractured mind, where he faced the brothers clad in the remnants of his erstwhile flesh, the infernal icon. Indeed. And then also a behemoth, towering agents of destruction known for their distinctive dual horns and a roar that can topple the mighty heavens. Simply the mention of one has been known to instill fear in the hearts of even the most seasoned of warriors, and as such, few ever venture to hunt these beasts of legend, leaving them to roam the blackened hills of ash undisturbed. That is, save the scant few the royal army has somehow remarkably managed to fetter and tame for deployment on the front lines of battle. Even though deploying a behemoth seems like you win. Like, what the hell? outside of oh damn. Why is this one so glowy? Oh, because we just added it. That was from the twins there. We do have A few things left indeed. The fall of Drake's spine. In the year 878, the Waluda capital of Stone here, already besieged by a Kashyyykan beastman, was rocked yet further by the destruction of its mother crystal, Drake's spine, at the hand of Cid the Outlaw and his companions. And the fall of Drake's tail meant that for a brief moment it was the last remaining mother crystal in Valistea. That moment, however, ended abruptly when the spine fell following Clive's otherworldly struggle with Ultima. The interdimensional rift I was looking for. A place beyond space and time termed... termed both a rift between worlds and our darkness by its creator, Ultima. Clive and Joshua were forcibly summoned here by the mad deity when they ventured too close to the heart of Drake's spine. Upon fighting their way free, the pair emerged to find that their victory over Ultima had resulted in the shattering of the Mother Crystal. Wait, there's two things here? Oh, by the mad deity. Oh, that's when it first happened. You could have looked at the lore tab. The being known as Ultima appears to crave the same power, identifying Clive as Mythos, a vessel of power unlimited. However, Clive refuses to surrender himself to Ultima's will, making of this godlike being another enemy in his fight to build a world where people can live on their own terms. Oh, Dion! Warden of Light. Knowing all too keenly how Ultima's machinations are ushering the world to its doom after the events in Twinside, Dion pledges his allegiance to Clive and Joshua Rossfield, arriving on the Enterprise just in time to ride to the brothers' rescue in Stone here. Still missing a character. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure the Hooded Man was just Ultima and a visage, I guess. Just an earlier version form. We're getting there. I guess level 8 is full codex?
You're always welcome, Clive.
There's still a lot of entries left, really. Quite a lot. I got more side quests to pick up. I don't know how we make for Origin. Is it just teleportable on the map? Oh. Apparently we're going to the very base of it and then fighting our way up through it all. And then Dion will just carry us. Central Valistea. Awoken from its slumber beneath the foundation of Twinside, this corrupted construct now looms over the twins, its form a bruise on the very heavens. Yeah, but first off, we gotta do all these side quests and get all of our rep done. The Joshua side quest.
Ah, Clive.
Gasp.
Joshua, what's wrong? And don't say nothing.
It's not nothing. I've received word from Cyril. The Undying have found Father's will, or something akin to it.
His will? How?
Really?
Where?
In the crypt beneath Rosalith Castle.
Oh.
After Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the opportunity to recover what relics of the duchy yet remained. And in the process of doing so, they found a letter from Father.
I'm surprised anything survived down there.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience. I have been meaning to go, but would you join me?
Yeah.
Of course. I want to know what's in that letter as much as you do.
Very well.
Yeah.
I'm ready to leave when you are.
Give me about 4 or 5 more minutes, oh brother mine. Dion dialogue, best character. Let's go.
Must we away?
Not yet.
My decision is made.
Shall carry you and your brother to Origin, that the Lesage name might live on in honor, not in infamy. Even if I should not, Your Highness, you're not.
You said it yourself.
This is a journey from which I may not return, and yet I am resolved to go. Ultima took much from me, and he means to strip us all of what little we have left.
He must be stopped.
Whatever the cost.
He must.
Thank you, Your Highness. You are as over-hasty as your brother. Save our thanks for when this is over. All right.
I await your word.
And my prediction is still, like, Dion doesn't make it. Joshua definitely doesn't make it. I'm even wondering if Clive makes it. It might be Jill. Jill is pregnant, and that's the legacy that lives on, or something. Or maybe Joshua lives and Clive dies. I don't know.
Sid, do you have a moment?
Hello, Doris.
By all means.
Yeah.
It's my old master.
Oh.
It seems there's no escaping her.
Ugh.
She found some way to send me a letter. And something else. Records from a Waluda prison. Seems they were keeping a lot of bearers there.
How did she come by such a thing?
Finding bearers always was her strong point. And it seems the cells of Balmung Dark are full of them. Foreign captives, the masterless. Bearers no one would miss. And even better for her, bearers with no one to look after them. When ether started lapping at the walls, the jailers fled.
Leaving the bearers to be liberated by whoever happened to come along next.
Sid, I'd like to believe that I've earned your trust by now. And while I'm well aware that you've forbidden Cursebreakers from traveling to Walud,
yeah,
I can't let those bearers die in their cells. I'd rather risk shipwreck on the Shadow Coast than leave them to starve.
Then we're going then, obviously.
We'll be needing the Enterprise if we're going to navigate the Narrow.
Yeah.
Does that mean...
I'm making an exception, but we travel together. And we stay no longer than we have to. Ash is an inhospitable place at the best of times. We save as many as we can, and we leave.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sid. There was a name in the prison register. A name from my past. Chadwick. Another of my former master's protégés. A gifted soldier, and the closest thing I had to family. The thought of him held captive in that place.
He must be very important to you.
He was. Is.
Then we find him.
The entrance to the prison lies in the shadow of Ravenwit walls.
Oh.
We should head there as quickly as we can.
Yep.
I only pray there are still bearers alive to save.
As do I, Doris.
We saw that before. It was very locked. Very, very locked. So we can open it now.
How long has it been since the jailers of Balmung abandoned their charges? Without food or water, they won't last long.
Yeah. Okay. Hello, Cursebreaker man.
Sid, I was wondering if you could help me.
It depends what with.
A bearer, but recently freed from his bonds, is keen to join the Cursebreakers. As you know, the work we do is not easy, which is why we test every volunteer's suitability.
Okay.
I was hoping you could oversee this one's evaluation.
I don't mind, but why this one?
Because he wants to be a scout.
Oh.
Our ranks are filled with men and women capable of breaking chains and putting slavers to the sword. But scouting, we're few with the nose for that, which is why we still rely so heavily on Gav. And since he accompanies you on so many of your missions, I thought you might be better placed to recognize the traits in him that we should look for in those who'd fill his boots.
Sounds reasonable.
So you happy to oversee the boys' test, then?
Okay.
One can never have too many scouts.
Truer words, Sid. I'll let the initiate know that you'll be attending his trial, and that he is to proceed directly to Northreach in readiness.
No time like the present, eh?
No time like the present. I'll await you there.
I have a feeling that side quest is going to feel a lot like Clive's version of what happened to him at the beginning of the game.
I don't suppose they could have chosen somewhere closer.
No, they couldn't have. Okay, Vivian. I got your missive.
Vivian, I read your note.
Yeah.
And I'd be happy to help you find the book you're looking for.
Thank you, Clive. But tracking it down will not be easy. Are you sure?
Please. You have always granted me your wisdom and insight whenever I asked. It's only right that I return the favor. Or at least attempt to.
Yeah.
You are too kind. Alas, what I ask of you is rather more trying than delivering the odd lecture. I spoke with Harpocrates to see if he had any inkling as to where another copy might be found, but perhaps it is best that you hear the details from him.
Okay.
If you say so.
Forgive me, Clive, for asking this of you.
All good.
But this book, it set me on the path to becoming who I am today. Its importance cannot be overstated.
So back to tomes then.
If you've got something to ask, ask.
Trust you to go and pick a fight with a bleeding god. I didn't sign up for all this excitement, you know.
No.
No. Sid did say the higher-ups wouldn't be too happy about us trying to change the world. You've got me there. And if it ain't as if I have anything better to do, so no more lip out of me. But that's the lip that keeps us on our toes, Otto.
Is that right?
Well, I better start looking for something else to moan about then, hadn't I? No one around here is bold enough or daft enough to say I'm fit for the knacker's yard, but I sure as hell ain't getting any younger.
Might be time to take a step back.
Let the fledglings spread their wings. Young goats, bright as the inside of a barrel, but his heart's in the right place, and his constant failures never seem to dim his spirits either. Reckon the same might be said of me when I was his age.
But if it weren't for Sid,
giving me the room to fall and a hand to help me up again, I never would have changed. It had been the Goots leading the Goots. Goats? It's goats, pronounced. Clive, assuming you've made it this far. Okay. I don't know if he's the right character for that. So, what? Thank you for the dance. What procs these hunts, I wonder? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 27. I was told there are 32. There'd be 3 more here and 2 more down here for 5 more. What do we have to do? Side quests and then they pop them? Very curious. There's still 2 more quests to go pick up. Got all types of dialogue in here. Who's this? Oh, it's Yote. Oh, and Edda.
Yes, my lord?
Ask about Joshua.
His Grace and I.
Often spoke on our travels, and a certain saying of his remains with me even now. Duty is the enemy of freedom.
At first.
I thought that he spoke of his own plight, that though he was able to roam the land again, his duty to unearth the truth about Ultima preventing him from being truly free. I came to understand that he spoke not of himself, but of me.
It was my duty to him.
That his grace judged to be, inimical of my own, to my own freedom. Well, because she has to stay guarding him and whatever, so she's never just herself, yeah. I believe this is what bade me remain here. Oh, that he bade me remain here, that I might be at last released from my duty to him. Few others in his position would allow the cares of a humble attendant to weigh so heavily upon them, nor take such a drastic action in response. Well.
My lord.
You're resolved to go then. I am, and so is Joshua. I know you fear for him, but I'll do everything in my power to keep him safe.
I do not doubt it.
You are, as you have always been, his first shield. I was only ever his temporary protector. Now his grace has bade me protect the hideaway instead, and that is what I shall do.
Thank you, Yote.
May you return safely.
My lord. Both of you. Well, we'll see about that.
Have care, my lord.
Do you know what kind of game you're in? Hey, Edda.
Thank you, my lord, for taking me in. Everyone here has been so kind. It reminds me of home.
Okay.
Ty's tea stopped the fits. I only hope they stay stopped.
Hello, Taria.
Clive.
Hi.
And no sooner have your wounds mended,
And you find an excuse to go charging once more onto the breach. But only because my wounds are mended. Uh-huh. Thanks to the expert administration's the best healer this side of the belt. Save your honeyed tongue for Jill. You're talking about killing a god, Clive.
While I may not have Gav's nose.
I know danger when I smell it, and this plan reeks to the high heaven. This will be the last time, I promise.
That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah? Dingus, you fool? Don't you think I'd rather stitch 1,000 of your cuts than never stitch one again?
I do.
Thank you.
What I truly like
Is to share my knowledge of healing and herb lore with the realm. Every cure seems like a miracle to the child who knows nothing of medicine.
Teach her medicine.
And suddenly a world without miracles doesn't seem so frightening. Well, we'll see if we can make that happen, Tarja.
Don't push yourself too hard, Clive.
I feel like that is impossible to not do. We're about to go like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta up in here or something. Hello? Alright, Asta. What do you have now?
All this time, my heart has wandered hither and thither in search of the perfect companion. When all along he was here, standing right beside me.
Who's that, me? Uh-oh. Oh gosh. Now she's in love with Clive. Every few hours of this game, she has someone else she falls in love with.
What do you think happened to Miss Middledore? I heard she was kicked out of the university.
Jocelyn, what's up? Kids? How can I help?
You have to help us.
Okay.
With what? You didn't take apart another of Mid's contraptions, did you?
No. Well, yes. But that's not what we want to talk to you about.
It's Miss Middledore.
Oh.
She's been acting strange. Very strange. She's barely ever around.
When she is, she acts like we aren't even there. Her head's in a crowd.
In the clouds.
That's what I said. In the clouds.
Well, she does have a lot on her mind. When did you last see her?
Not long ago. Right after she got back from saving you from Stoneir.
Then it's probably just about the Enterprise. It did take quite a battering on the way there and back.
Yeah.
Didn't break it, did you, Sid? You really should be more careful around Miss Middeldore's inventions. Don't listen to her. Even if you did break the Enterprise, you could put it back together, couldn't you?
But who's gonna put Miss Middledore back together? She seems really sad.
Well. Okay.
Why don't I go and see if I can cheer her up?
You do that? For us? She's in her dungeon.
Don't scare him. It's not a real dungeon.
Thanks for the warning.
Thanks for the warning. She's in her dungeon. Mid. Hello.
Mid, if you have a...
That's it! I knew it! The answer was right here under my arse all along! If this doesn't steer to the skies, nothing will!
To the skies? You aren't trying to give the Enterprise wings, are you?
What else would I be doing?
The children seem to think you're avoiding them. They're worried about you. Is this really so important that you need to shut yourself away from everyone?
The Enterprise is already the fastest ship in the realm, and that's with the sea beneath her. But what if she weren't bound to the waves? What if she weren't bound to anything at all? It's not fair. The gods get the skies all to themselves, so I'm gonna do something about it. The Fallen had their chance, but they relied too much on magic. And see where that got them. But not me. I've discovered how to do it without. Well, almost. First I need to make a prototype.
And is that a one-woman job?
Are you volunteering? I'll have you know the Enterprise is my baby. But if her godfather's offering to lend a hand, I'd be happy to take it.
Sure.
First, I'll need oil.
Uh-huh.
And not just some old drippings from Miss Molly's spits in the Tub and Crown.
Excuse me?
Refined stuff, like they make in Oldale.
Okay.
Then I'll need some bone, or shell. Light, strong, preferably no longer attached to the beast it belongs to.
Of course.
If it's beast bones you're after, I'm sure the curse breakers will know where you might find some.
No, they'll know where you might find some.
True.
You're the one who offered to help, remember?
I should speak with one of the curse breakers before I set off for Old Hill.
Yes.
See if I can't find this bone while I'm there as well.
They make an oil down at the docks in Oldale that's as slippery as the sea nasties they render it from. With that and the bone I told you about, I should be able to finish the prototype.
Prototype. Not prototype, but prototype. PRO dash dash.
Mentioned a new project yet? Not exactly. She seems preoccupied, but then again, when isn't she?
She told me. Is this upstairs or over here?
Miss Shirley says your books made quite an impression on the children.
That's upstairs. Good grief, this chunk of the game is literally just walking and talking and picking up everything they go do before the final act. Oh, yes.
I will not let them be forgotten.
Hello, Herman.
Sid, may I have a moment?
Yeah?
Of course.
It is an honor to finally speak with you. My name is Herman. I've been with the Curse Breakers for some time now, and I wish to be deployed to Ash. Any assignment will do.
No. The lands across the Narrow are too dangerous. I will not send good men and women to risk their lives needlessly. Why would you want to go back?
I need to retrieve something. Something important. I was raised in an orphanage. The Badbach Conservatory. Or rather, I was held captive there.
Yeah.
It was not a place of nurture. It existed solely to turn bearer children into mindless weapons. We were tortured until we feared no pain. Tormented until our hearts turned to stone. And few ever survived long enough to become tools of the last king.
I can't imagine.
I lost so many. I can't even remember all their names. But they must be remembered. They cannot fade away, faceless and forgotten. The Institute was run with military precision. Every child measured, every name recorded, every death logged with meticulous care. Sid, allow me to travel to Ash and recover the registry so that my brothers and sisters might live on.
No, I'll do it because reasons.
You are a good friend, Herman. But the fact remains that Ash is simply too dangerous.
Sid, please. Even should it cost me my life.
Too dangerous for you, Herman. But not for me. I'll go to Badbach and find the registry.
You will?
I won't let you risk your life.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can start by telling me where I'll find this orphanage.
Yeah.
Vida Grace. Hidden in a forest, overlooking the plains.
All right. I'll see what I can find there.
I was there before, yeah.
Mothers guide you.
And pronounced V de Grace, so there's not even an R in it. Okay. Next. Much to do. Much to talk. Very, excuse me.
Should I write next?
We're still walking around talking to people. It's Torgal. We're going to talk to our dog. Bork, Bork, do you need bigger bones so you can level up again, Torgal? Probably a yes. Little Bork, Bork.
Pining for something, boy.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? What do you see out there? I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
From Sid, that's where.
Oh.
On the day he brought him home.
That long ago?
And you're only thinking to ask this now? Sid saw that the pup had a habit of gnawing on his leg, since you ask.
Oh.
Clap that there iron on him to keep him from doing it.
What was wrong, boy?
I'll take like as not.
Hmm.
Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving masters at such a young age. Doubly hard in being a frost wolf, torn away from his icons and all. Sid would always tell him, you want that iron gone, you find what it is you're looking for. I reckon what he were looking for was you.
I'm sorry, Torgal. Sorry for making you wait so long.
Bark.
Let's get that thing off you.
Aww.
Doesn't sound like he wants it off.
No.
Indeed. You miss Sid as much as the rest of us, don't you?
Bark.
You want me to go with you somewhere?
Okay. Oh, he's off.
Quick, aren't you? Glad you've been paying attention.
Not nearly as much as you have, Lady Karen.
Aye, good thing and all. It's not like Gav would have kept him in nuts and rubbed his belly these past 10 summers.
Your kindness is appreciated. You've been a good friend to him.
Only because he doesn't talk back like the rest of you. Go on now.
Wow.
Where to then, Torgal?
Where to then, indeed. Alright, so I gotta go talk to Tomes. Still more to run around here and get set up then.
Say what you will. Lady Karen has seen herself.
No, I have not. Hello?
All right, Torgal. Where are you taking me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to need a little bit more than that, boy.
Right.
Do you have a better hint for me? Unless you've already given me one. Back on the rear deck, you were looking west, toward Rosaria.
Okay.
Why don't we try the rookery?
Bark.
I haven't been to the island in almost 20 years. To Port Isolde, then. Fingers crossed the old mooring is still there.
All right. You've gone around in a complete circle, pretty much. Or square, or oval, or whatever. Still going. Still getting all the ducks in a row.
Ah, Clive, my boy. What a pleasure it is to see you.
I was just here.
Hippocrates. There's something I need to ask you. I've been charged with locating a book called From a Distance.
Then you seek a rare gem indeed. One whose name I had not thought to hear from your lips. You've been talking to Vivian.
Mm-hmm.
Right as always. But she didn't seem keen to tell me very much. I take it she didn't like what you had to say.
And yet I gather it did naught to dissuade her. Clive, if the young professor has tasked you with obtaining a copy, I fear she asks the impossible. The executors would not allow it.
Who?
The executors.
Coveters of Secrets. A clandestine organization committed to the collection and intenebration of forbidden texts and technologies. One such text being the tome Vivian seeks, chronicling as it does the true history of the enslavement of bearers.
Oh joy.
A tale which could overturn the established order were it ever to become widely known. Or, so rumor has it. I've never actually read the thing, or even set eyes on it for that matter.
How is it that I haven't heard of this organization?
Why, secrecy is the Executor's watchword. They lurk in the shadows, emerging only to seize that which must be seized, be it books, inventions, or people, before disappearing again, leaving nary a trace.
Which would explain why Vivian's copy was snatched from her grasp not long after she found it.
By the hand of the Executors, yes.
But what drives them? Self-interest or ideology?
Fine question. Sadly, all that is known of the Executors can be recounted in a single breath. You may just as soon ask me of their origins, numbers, or the identities of their leaders. Any answer I give would be pure speculation.
Then my hunt was doomed from the first. What was Vivian expecting? That I'd pluck it from thin air?
Not from thin air, no. From ash. Rumors of the Executors are rife among the scholars of Storm.
Of course.
But rather less so across the strait. I have a friend. Well, I had a friend in the village of Garnick, a collector of rare tomes, upon which subject we would oft correspond. Alas, I have heard naught from him since the skies fell dark. And no doubt he too has turned. But though he did not mention it by name, it is possible that a surviving copy of From a Distance yet rests upon one of his many shelves, quietly awaiting discovery. If you were, by some chance, able to save even a single book from the poor man's library, I know his soul would rest easier.
Very well. When I next find myself in Waloed, I'll be sure to pay Garnick a visit.
That's quite a lot just for one book. It's a whole new type of peoples that, like a group organization that's now been discussed to us. Okay, just going back to the mess hall. Almost sorted. Continue our circling. So who are we talking to in the mess? Oh, just the Cursebreaker. Ronan.
All right, Sid. Come to buy us around, have you?
Sure.
Only if you earn it.
Yeah.
Mid needs a piece of light but durable bone for her next project.
Yeah.
You've encountered your share of beasts on your travels across the realm. Any ideas?
Most bones are the same. Whack 'em hard enough and they'll break. If it's durability you're looking for, shell will serve you better. You know what an adamantus is?
Oh!
I do. And I know to give them a wide berth.
Big turtle.
Will any old adamantus do?
Well, with shells, the older the harder.
Right.
There's a rumour of an ancient adamantus down in Karava.
It's a hunt?
Near old Bidza. Or what's left of the village anyway. But don't expect to make quick work of the bastard. There's a reason it's lived as long as it has.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
So it's not an actual hunt, but it's a hunt. Now hold on. Are there any other quests that are spawned in different areas?
Quick look.
Yes. No. Yes. Yes. No.
Think you can help?
I didn't check the local map. Okay, we're good. Ooh. Okay. Let's start chewing through these, shall we? I don't remember what they were all called, to be honest. I think we should go do the Port Isolde stuff first, because that's Torgal. And because, yes. Because at this stage in the game, we have all of this to do. And however, what procs the hunts that are remaining. And we have the chronoliths that are also up that I have to do. So we are quite a bit of ways from actually moving on to the end game mission. But I imagine that is the point of no return if done so. Also, are we taking this little dinghy? Oh. Is it going to open up a new little area for us? Come on, Torgal, let's go on the boat.
It's still here. After all these years. A lot smaller than I remember.
Well.
And you're a lot bigger. You might have to swim, boy.
Growl.
I wasn't being serious.
We'll hop in. Oh.
You two go on without me. I doubt that boat will hold a third.
If you're sure, we won't be long. Hop in, boy.
Hop in, boy. Bark. So we're going off somewhere for Torgal. Yep, no animations for that. Just pan up, fade to black. Now pan down, fading from black. Wait for it. Load screen. Yep. Ooh, crane down from black. Look at that.
This place hasn't changed at all.
We're on the Isle of Mist?
Right through those trees.
Oh.
Come on.
The Isle of Mist. A totally different little location. Look at that. You know what? You get scritches. Maybe. Or a treat. Nope. Nope. Scritches. And pets.
Race you there? I bet I could still beat you.
X. Uh-oh. Oh. It's a super good treehouse. My damn.
Here we are. This was our hideaway. Wasn't it, Torgal?
Repairing the walls? This is a real cutscene. Oh.
Coming here helped me to forget who I was. Or wasn't. Prince, shield. Son his mother could love. Had I been any one of those things? Perhaps. What is it, boy?
What you got? Oh, my old sword.
This is all from the castle. In Phoenix Gate. Did you bring these here? My sparring sword. Well. You never stopped looking for me, did you, boy? Thank you, Torgal. For never giving up. For never forgetting.
Oh, gosh.
Let's take this with us, shall we? So I don't forget either.
That's from the very beginning of the game. Many, many hours ago. There we going. Mark?
That's not the way back to the boat, Torgal.
Mark?
All right. I'm coming.
Like you think you had any choice. Was there anything else up here? Kind of weird if there was. There actually is. That's kind of weird, but never mind. Little tent up there.
I think I know where we're going.
Oh, wow. Quite the vista.
People always talk about the importance of putting the past behind you. But without it, we wouldn't be who we are today. And we certainly couldn't steer our way to a better tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Torgal. Let's go home.
Quest complete. The charred sparring sword. Clive's old sparring sword salvaged by a faithful friend in the aftermath of the Iron Blood invasion 18 winters past. Remember, Clive, your blade is not your only weapon. From Rodney Murdoch. And Caval's Fang +1 increases Torgal's attack potency. A treasure for Clive and a upgrade for Torgal. Not sure its efficacy.
Sorry for the wait. We're ready.
Okie doke. That's cool. So specifically up here now we have the oil to get, I believe. There are so many. Yeah, I think it's just the oil. Because then there's the adamantoids to go after, but that's not directly here. So is the oil just somewhere? It looks like it's just somewhere, yep.
It's oil. After what happened here, it's a miracle there was any left at all.
Oh. Then there was 2 of it to get? Yep, over here. Random goblins.
This should be enough.
What you doing over there, bud? Ow.
All yours, Torgal.
Random goblins. Those noises, indeed. Nope, I've already been here. Okay, so that's done. We can go... because these are going to be new quests. These are ones that are already underway. This should be where the turtle is. The big turtle. So we'll go to Dravosh and go up and around the corner. Fight this big adamantoid, I suppose. These shops have just an item for like an Odin upgrade, something or other.
I have some things for sale.
Most likely, yeah. Reduces dancing steel cooldown by 4.5 seconds. I still just don't understand. I mean, it's a very, very specific... Do I have a whole bunch of stuff to sell for Gil? Just to clean out the inventory? Even though it doesn't matter a whole lot at this point.
You don't want?
Considering how much stuff we have. All these different hunt materials.
I've got a new design for a blade.
A new design for a blade. Titan's Razor. We're all the wrong way. Going this way. What are you clapping about in chat? What's going on with that emote? So we've been here before, so is there just going to be a random war panther just walking around like you do? Of course, the 10 gil. Very, very important.
Here we are again. Karava, if you were a tortoise Torgor, where would you hide?
Probably right there because you're so big. Can't really hide many places. Now, does it count as a hunt mob or is it just like big turtle? Maybe that's why all the hunt mobs don't pop up. Maybe I think this unlocks the rest of them. That's a quested hunt. Nope.
It looks like we found him.
Hello. Oh, a little late. Oops. I was going for the parry. A little late on that one. There we go. Oh, I didn't flat. I'm dumb. I walked past it. Whoa! There we go. Beautiful. Oh, even Zentetsu can still gets a little off there. Ooh, whoa!
Let's try.
Oh, a little early. I'm gonna channel this. Oh, don't stun him before I can finish channeling. Oh, all the things. Dusted, probably. Oh yeah. Didn't even need level 5. So not an actual hunt mob. There's the shell. It's believed an adamantoise will grow a thin new layer to its protective shell once every 2 moons. Considering that many of the creatures live for hundreds of years, it should come as no surprise that the shell of older specimens can be several hands thick and weigh over 50 stone. For the whole shell, I mean, you can make a house out of that thing.
I better get these materials to Mid so she can finish her prototype.
Excellent. Oh, I saw that. Yep. That's what I saw when I was fighting. Nah, never mind. I thought it would be like, anything important? No. I'm not saying that the random items in boxes in this game have a bit of a little bit of a Hogwarts Legacy vibe, where all that exploration I did in that game for too damn long really didn't amount to a whole damn lot, because it was just we're gonna come back to these. We're gonna keep doing the ones we currently have. It was a lot of just like, here's something that and you're like, oh, it's like, it's just garbage. It was just stuff. It didn't really amount to anything. Granted, it was the way that you made money in that game, so it's just weird. All right, we're heading down to, well, that's to meet Havel at the gates of Randala. That's not going to be combat. What's about up here at Northreach? Trial and Error. And we also have to talk to the Dame. Try to look for some combat ones we can knock out here. We can go to the walls. But is this... That's to go into the... we gotta save that one then. So then this is to go to the conservatory, and this is to go talk to find the book. We can go do both of those, I think. They're both right here. Some of the ones that they might be larger quests, like there's more going on. Oh, purple bombs. So let's see, we're doing Litany and Inconvenient Truth. There's so many. Inconvenient Truth, Litany of Errors, and we do have to go talk to Cyril. Yeah, Drain of the Balmung Dark. We're not near that. Cyril's over here, so we can go do that one too. And that is all the way up there. This area is kind of vast. Sorry, camera angle.
Faster.
Don't want to... Is that just a random lich standing there in the field? Okay.
Caution, brother.
Yeah, we're not fighting everything because there's too much random stuff around. There's a Gigas up there just hanging out. Whoa! Can I jump this? Oh, there we go. Oh, it's an ogre, not a Gigas. I mean, whatever. Get this ogre real quick. Oh, damn. A little early on the attack there. I fell down? That's awkward. That's so weird. Oh, a little late. One more. That's fine. And stunned. Laser beam with lots of lightning. Spark. Just a little something. Whoa. There's a lot of raptors right there. It was like a 6 flock. Okay. Didn't know if they would drop anything that would matter. I don't think we've killed specifically any ogres this late into the game. This area's all flooded. Whoop, 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 whoop.
This must be the orphanage.
Hmm.
Hopefully the registry is still here.
Any combat at the orphanage? I feel like we're gonna be. This is very ambushable. Let's check outside first. Yeah, because this whole area back here wraps around to make it feel like there's be a hunt back here. And there could be hidden hunt mobs, just forcing you to go wrap around. And this area is too small, I guess. Oh, there's a chronolith here. The hand of Encladius. Oh, I'm dumb. It's Enceladus. At first glance, I thought the L was in a different spot. Oh, is a box. Bonk. Empty shard. Just Gil. I'm stuck. I'm lost. So I think we've uncovered all of the chronoliths then. It's gonna have to be tomorrow most likely. It's already out of range, huh? They're going inside the building. It would seem so. I just hear a weird noise in that bush. Anything up the hill behind? Well, a graveyard. So... oh, something up there. Little box. I don't know if that counts as grave robbing or not. It wasn't under the ground, but on top of it. Wasn't really anything of super worth, though, at this point. And we're going inside. There's 2 buildings, though. That one over there, I don't know if we can go inside that one. Maybe we can go inside both. Use the key. Hello? And then?
It's locked.
Oh.
I should look around some more before I start breaking down doors.
So we go in over here then. Hello? Bonk. Thank you for the potion. I'm sure it's not a few dozen years old or anything. The Badbach Conservatory, writ of incorporation. The Kingdom of Elude hereby incorporates this institution wherein juvenile bearers are to be granted the opportunity to give themselves in service to the state as soldiers. Trainees succumbing to the crystal's curse or otherwise perishing are to be disposed of with all haste. The graveyard is strictly reserved for the uncursed. Bearer disposal within its bounds is punishable by death.
Disposed of.
Great. Conditioning schedule. Today's exercises will consist of the press yard, 20 sandbags for such duration as instructor shall dictate. The furnace, burn intensity to be gradually increased. Live combat, 1 to 3 hellhounds depending on performance. They had to live fight dogs.
Conditioning. This is nothing short of torture. Herman wasn't exaggerating. It's a wonder he survived this place. I need to find that registry.
Yeah. I have recently learned that my own daughter was among the children turned to stone by the brutal training I subjected them to. I had not so much as thought of her since handing her over to the authorities as a babe, but inquiries with the military confirmed it was her. I have been torturing my own flesh and blood. Yay, good. Good, very good. Medieval. And now I see her everywhere. Today, one of the children smiled at me in the hope of receiving a few scraps from my table. It was her smile. The smile she inherited from her mother, the mother I killed for giving birth to a bearer. Okay. Their ghosts have all come back to haunt me. My daughters, my wives, all of them. All those children, so many have died at my hand. I can bear the guilt no longer. And so I have decided tomorrow I too must die. It will be the last order I give those poor wretches, the last torment I subject them to. I will command them to tear me limb from limb and inter my accursed corpse beneath the white tree whose crooked hands reach to the sky in supplication. Holy crap, how Dark Souls is this? And besides me, my shame, my curse, the record of all their names, all those I have wronged.
This reads like a suicide note. Did the director go through with his plan? There's only one way to find out.
The tree? That one right there with no leaves on it, I guess? Is that the shallow grave right next to it? Sure.
Forked white tree.
No, it's just stones.
This must be the place.
Yeah. Now this is grave robbing. Even though, like...
Could he really be buried here? There's something hidden among the roots. Let's see.
Just be the key. Even before it's like a hand. Ah! Zombie Hildebrand.
This must be the registry.
Bad Bach Conservatory Registry of Bearer Losses. Hans, 10 years old. Lithification. Alfred, 9 years old, succumbed to conditioning. Franz, 12 years old, lithification. Paulina, 10 years old. Emaciation. Good job, idiots. You can prevent that, you know. These are different days. That's the 16th day, 17th day, 18th day. Bruno, 11 years old, disciplined for attempting to fight. Same thing with Johanna. Reinhardt, 9 years old, succumbed to conditioning. Same thing with Marta. Lothar, lithification, and Dietrich, emaciation. And then nothing on day 19. Or that might be like 16 days, 17, something like that. Yikes.
So many names.
Yikes.
This place was a slaughterhouse. But where is the architect of all this misery?
No. Hello. Oh, that. Zombie Akashic?
Time, I suppose.
Womp bum 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 bum. Ow! Ow!
Too slow. Too slow.
I hate that attack. It's so annoying. Alright, I guess. Really? He just doesn't care. That's so weird. Okay, see ya. All the numbers and lightning bolt. Many numbers. I just use dancing steel to whittle away with iframes away at the willpower bar. The bear registry. Here we go.
I'm done here. Let's get the registry back to Herman.
Okay. We'll get that back to Herman indeed. And many more. In this area, we even have 2 other... Yep. Got plenty to do. And the chronoliths. Can't forget that. Those are going to be important as well. Ah!